Hey everybody, it's Blackwave and welcome back to Vampyr. We are continuing directly where we left off, in which we need to find John Hampton at the East Docks because he is believed to have turned and become a vampire or a skull, whichever one you want to refer to it. So we are going to head that way. We are currently in Whitechapel, so we're gonna make our way back to Pembroke. Too bad we can't fast travel, but it is what it is. Fast travel like turning into a bat. Type of fast travel. But we're gonna make our way to Pembroke Hospital, talk to Lady Ashbury because she has some new dialogue for us to figure out. Then we're going to I'm going the wrong way. Then we're going to do the main mission, but you know, distractions happen, like so.
Fancy buying something, sir? Right.
So, one thing that I did notice is looking at Jonathan's face, I always commented on it and say, how does it not obvious that he doesn't look like a vampire, right? So I did start another playthrough on my own, and I, instead of mesmerizing Clay Cox, I released him. So I didn't mesmerize anyone. I also did not mesmerize Dorothy Crane, and he looks kind of like Lady Ashbury. He looks relatively normal. So, which is a cool feature, but kind of seems backwards that the more people that you mesmerize, the more people that you decide to embrace and bite and drink their blood, the more Jonathan looks like this, like a very, very bloodshot eyes, silver white pupils, not pupils, but you get it. Like a vampire. But to me, he should be facing a duality of trying to keep his humanity, but he still needs to feed the monster, because that's what a vampire is. A vampire is a monster. A vampire has no humanity, but he should be trying to fight his humanity. Basically, the way that I look now is how he should look if he doesn't feed. But then that's the consequence. You gotta find out who you want to feed from. It should have been, how do I explain it? That type of consequence when it came to embracing people. Because you could probably choose to go through this whole game, not that I know, embracing someone. Not embracing, excuse me.
Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Would you care to partake in this meal with me?
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
So that's his name.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols, or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
It is nice to hear more from her and more about the world of Vampyr. Alright, we are headed to the docks. And I kinda want to choose an easy way to get over there. Alright, so it seems like we can't locate our target. But I know just the place to go. Get the final location of where John had.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire?
What?
Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth? Claws? Murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
I'm gonna have
Not a
fun
drop
with this
of
guy.
blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell that to him.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity
Ichabod,
or
like
strange
Ichabod
events
Crane?
recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Hug.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night. investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight.
Sounds like
They're
Jonathan
afraid
is
of
having
garlic
fun.
and holy symbols. And they also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Alright, so we got his location. I would hope that Sean is not a Skull. Really hope, because he would have done much more damage than this. But right now he's just a reckless vampire. And it would be cool if the only two vampires that I don't interact with are myself and Lady Ashbury. So let's see. Meet up with Sean and see if he is a vampire. Give me the spark. Barlow. Just gonna do this.
Can't say, but whatever did this carefully avoided productions. It found itself a bloody artist.
And we're gonna handle Big Boy.
Seems like the Guard of Priwen is on Sean Hampton's trail, too.
Killing's all you deserve.
Oh God! Oh no!
Killing's all you deserve.
No. This isn't gonna happen this way. Wait till I build that ultimate back up.
Want some of this?
Ooh! Don't die! Oh!
Teaches me killing. Burn it, boys! Die, vermin!
Come on now! Come on! Come on! Oh! Get me out of this! Alright.
Killing's all you deserve.
Come on now. See, this is what I hate. Like, just let me take care of him by himself. Okay, so now we just want to just keep spawning enemies endlessly until I beat the big guy, right? That's what we want to keep doing? Just really makes me mad. Stupid. No difficulty level there. It's just spawn enemies endlessly until you kill the big guy.
The wounds on this corpse are deep. The result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's
Sorry.
doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Just a little bit of irritation from that fight. Don't tell me I have to fight Sean. I don't want to fight him because I already made my mistake of mesmerizing people I didn't want to, or rather embracing Dorothy Crane. But we're just going with it. All right, here he is. Here we go. Don't walk around and act like you haven't been biting and killing people. Let me just grab these goodies first. Let me just... Oh yeah, I'll talk to you in a minute.
Why the long face, Doctor?
He looks dead. You couldn't look any more deader than you look. Look worse than me. What type of disease is coming out of your face? You look like death. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Ooh. How dare you?
How dare you welcome me as if everything is the same? We both know things have changed a lot, don't we?
I'm still me in here, just more alive, as a Skal. It's a new beginning, Doctor.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Bruh, you just acting regular like all these people that you killed, you know. My goodness, he is death. Look at the holes in his face. Probably got maggots coming from out of...
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are
Ugh,
blessed,
all the
Doctor.
holes in his
Can't
face.
you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
What?
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Hold up. He only needs
Why
to eat
return
flesh.
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain?
Kind of.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith, my will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost. Separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
I refuse to believe that he is a Skull. First of all, that's not a monster. All Skulls are monsters. This in the picture. Are you guys can read that? Tyson Delaney. Right? I feel like he's lying to me, because what's behind here? Look at all this blood behind here. He's a scumbag. Oh, he's gonna die. It looks like I'm mesmerizing somebody else. He has to go. I understand he's the community. I can't talk. He's the community pillar. But come on. Don't tell me this man is not lying straight up to my face. Not even a man. He's a Skull. I really want to see what this is. Who that man was that I saw. The freak. Okay. Dead Skull. Another dead Skull. I expect these guys to be alive. What the? Alright, someone's messing with me. Enter at your own risk. Ugh, no, I don't like the sound that they make. I don't. Just, ugh. Not afraid of them, just gross. It's another dead skull. So what is killing the skulls?
It's locked.
Are you gonna jump down? Did you not see a skull running? Wow.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch
Hold
of
up.
lucidity.
Hold up. I didn't say I wanted to fight him. Now,
Respect the
hold
laws
up.
of Ascalon.
Nothing. Oh my god.
Challenge the dictates of Ascalon.
Nothing prepared me for this. Alright, alright. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Because he doesn't like to be bit though. Oh, new gun, new gun, new gun.
Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your
now?
name.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. What I want to do is stick your shadows on me.
I shall
Running
tear
out.
you apart.
Running out.
Your blood
Wait, where'd he go?
is now mine.
Where'd he go? Wow.
Down, stay
Nope,
down.
nope, nope. I always mix up my target button. Targeting the wrong thing. Oh my god. Nope. Come on, come on, come on. Not gonna do much to him. Here we go. I mean, did I kill him? I didn't want to kill him. I didn't even want to fight him. Like, okay, I get it. He threatened me, but come on. The freaking third vampire you meet and you kill him? Is he dead? He's not dead. He's not dead. I just...
I cannot enter.
I didn't want to fight Solomon Grundy. Okay. And I still feel like he's not the answer to everything that's been going on. Like, Jonathan just straight up started a fight for no reason. But then I guess he
At
wanted to
least
fight him in
one
the first
skull
place.
escaped Virgil's wrath.
Hey, going deeper into here. So, what they have me walked into. I really don't agree with what Jonathan did. If he was protecting himself, okay, but I'm telling you right now, Jonathan started that fight. Okay, am I supposed to go over there or back this way? I don't like when it's two ways to go. I get all indecisive. Oh, this looks like it's an old mining tunnel, but it looks like it's a catacombs as well. I just got lost. I don't know where I came from. I just got lost. Oh, man. Oh.
Safe we are, still.
Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood
Gal
of a vampire,
territory.
but it will quench your thirst.
Hold up. I will kill every single one of these in here. No. We are not friends with Scows.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
So you're the sewer dog I've been told about. But who are you, really?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scow.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
I do like this. It's reminding me of Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines, about the first greatest vampire games to ever be created, and the clans of vampire that were in that game. I like it, but I still feel like all Scouts should
So
die.
was it
I'm
you
saying.
that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
The guard of Prewan is hunting him. He is suspected of murder.
The Scars have always been hunted by humans and vampires alike. I teach them how to survive against the odds.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you, she is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
My goodness, Harriet. What's wrong with her leg? Oh. But you got diabetes? Okay, you guys can read that. The Escalon Club, again, if I'm comparing it to Vampire, the Masquerade Bloodlines, reminds me of was it the Camilla? If anybody's watching this, I can't look it up right now. It's basically the head vampires. We'll just pick everything up, you know, just in case. Miss, that's diabetes. What's going on?
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
Wow.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Seriously?
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
You got issues.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
No. I mean... I'll just try to stay diplomatic about it.
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Something it just is not adding up here at all. Like, it's not adding up.
No more words. Please.
He sent me here to see what? Harriet? To say that she was the one that was killing people? What do you want?
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Alright, so... Still not understanding why we had to fight Fergal. But I guess he had an attitude with me. Clearly he's not dead, so... Pretty sure. What the freak is going on in here?
It's locked, all right.
Locked, okay. Looks like a torture chamber. Along with blasphemous crucifixes everywhere. Okay. This is a lot of blood.
Welcome
the
back,
liar.
Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers.
I'm gonna have to kill him. I'm gonna have to kill him. He's
Thank
crazy.
you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
Yeah, you do. Yep.
This shelter is the tip of the iceberg. You hide your game well, I'll give you that.
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
So, not you, because you're not pure of heart.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Scals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed
I don't
with
trust
God's
him.
eternity.
There's no way you
We
have
are
that
the
much
instrument
blind
of His
faith.
divine will.
There's no way.
We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I haven't the luxury of being able to satisfy my hunger on staunch blood and lifeless flesh.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
What? Whoa, wait a minute. So, hold up. I can spare him. Let him live as a Scowl. I can embrace him by killing him. Or I could turn him into a vampire? What? I don't know. Just because it's blue doesn't mean it's good. It just means it was unlocked. I'm gonna turn him.
The discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no choice, Sean. It's the
Extremely
only way to
awkward.
protect your cheptel, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey His will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage. Drink, friend.
No!
I said kneel and drink. Now!
Wow. New citizens develop with a kill. Wow. The district will soon suffer consequences of your action. They say it like it's a bad thing. I mean, if he ends up being reckless and killing people, we'll just kill him. But I didn't trust him as a Scowl. So it is what it is. He's still alive. He'll be fine. But I think I'm definitely going to I'm gonna end it here, guys. That was a heck of a ride. So much that I recorded this probably in a whole 3 days. I know it probably doesn't seem like much, but hey, it is what it is. But until next time, guys, I'm Black Wave. I'm sending good vibes your way. If you guys want to send those good vibes my way, be sure to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.